Okay, so this is the interview with Professor Henriques of School of Public Policy of UC Berkeley, and this is for the class about political aspect in transportation of Hong Kong University. And a couple of questions ask Professor Henriques is, we know there's several mega projects going on and or has been proposed in California, and could you comment about the decision-making process within the government and how actually people make those decisions? So that's the first question.
Well, first, thank you, Jason, for this opportunity to talk to your students at Hong Kong University. As many of you know, California has decided to build a high-speed rail. This is a very controversial issue. It's a large infrastructure project that will take decades to develop the whole system. So it has had undergone the different stages of from first initiating as an idea to developing the institutional build-up to actually launch the project, and the debate that surrounds these type of decisions. However, voters signaled in 2008, they signaled that they wanted to develop this project by authorizing the issuance of debt through Proposition A1, and after that, most recently, after a lot of political wrangling between those who are against and those who are in favor through the institution that was created that fostered that dialogue, which is the California High-Speed Rail Authority, the budget approved in last July 2012 funding for 4.5 billion. Sorry, for there's 6 billion that will actually free up 4.5 billion that were about to expire, that the federal government offered to contribute. But to get there, from the idea to get to the point that we are now, in which the project is now moving along, there's been many years, a lot of debate. The High-Speed Rail Authority was criticized for being a very small group of people deciding on a very large project outside the traditional institutions like Cal Transportation Agency or the Department of Transportation of the State of California. It was created as an independent institution. It was criticized as being, at the beginning, very opaque, not very transparent in the decision making. However, the plan was, of course, commissioned. There was a lot of influence by people who can present better technical analysis. Some other groups were just politically against it. In America, we are going through a process of what's called political polarization, where political groups end up in very extreme positions. And this topic in particular, has been labeled a little bit like an Obama idea. Initially, it was talked by or introduced the concept by Al Gore. So the Republican Party, and nowadays the more extreme group, the Tea Party, have labeled this as something that has to be killed, that it's excess, that it's spending that we don't need, or that the state is broke. For others, it's a project of vision, of the future, of changing the culture, of creating a less car-dependent society in California, and changing the way we develop in terms of urban development, foster smart growth. So these positions have clashed in the public hearings. California has a very well-structured system of public consultation where everybody can air their differences, and if you cannot agree in that process, then you also have legal resources to intervene and stop or fight the project.